like ancient history now, but still one of the happiest days of my life was when we were able to destroy the NFL in the halftime show this year. It still just brings me great happiness and warmth. Bad Bunny did, in fact, collapse the NFL ratings. That is provable by all available data. And we had the most watched, alternative halftime show in history. The second most watched stream in all of YouTube history, and the number one most watched stream in American YouTube history. Other one was Brazilian, and another one was French. But this is the number one stream in American history, was the Turning Point halftime show. The NFL has been collapsing ever since they decided to go woke, and Colin Kaepernick seems to have still affected the NFL's fates today. A reminder that the NFL completely and totally backed up Colin Kaepernick, allowed the NFL to paint racist messages in the ends of their end zone, to put politically divisive messages on their helmets, to kneel for the national anthem. And now it looks like it's finally come around for the woke football league. Sources say that the DOJ has opened a massive investigation into the NFL, a big no. Antitrust investigation is very bad if you're in the media business. Let's go ahead and read here from ESPN. And this is, of course, being reported all across the internet. Everybody is like, okay, they are in bad territory here. Exclusive Justice Department opens investigation into NFL. NFL subscription. DOJ opens investigation into NFL. Let's go ahead and read what's going on here. From ESPN. The Justice Department has begun an investigation into whether the NFL has violated anti-competitive practices with its television contracts that require consumers to pay subscription costs to watch some games, sources confirmed to ABC News. This is about affordability and creating an even playing field for providers, says the government. The Wall Street Journal first reported the news, writing that the nature and scope of the Justice Department's investigation was unknown. The NFL has an antitrust exemption for negotiating its television contracts through Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961, which only applies to broadcasts on televisions. Courts have ruled that it does not apply to other media like streaming. This is going to be actually a really big question for a lot of people, because all of our contract law for major broadcasters was written generations ago, where we didn't have the internet and we didn't have streaming. We still really do exist in the Wild West here. The NFL currently has television contracts with ESPN and ABC, NBC, and CBS. To air its games, subscriptions are required to watch Monday Night Football games on ESPN. They aren't simulcast on ABC. So they're saying that the NFL can't lock down their games given subscriptions. I guess this should come as a major celebration for many NFL fans out there. And I know there are many. I live right down the street from Buccaneer Stadium. I never go to games. All I do is work and hang out with my kids and family. Maybe my boys will grow up and like football, and then we'll start going to games. I'm not sure. I don't watch a lot of sports. All games, however, are air free on the local stations and broadcast markets for the teams that are playing. The NFL media distribution model is the most fan and broadcast friendly in the entire sports entertainment industry, says the NFL in a statement. Mike Lee of Utah, who's the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committees on Antitrust, Competition and Consumer Rights, wrote a letter to the Justice Department, Federal Trade Commission, urging them to review the NFL's distribution methods. Good way to go, Mike Lee. Way to go, Mike Lee. Lee said in the letter that football fans are spending $1,000 on cable and streaming subscriptions, and he applauded the investigation on social media. Okay, let's go ahead and look. Okay. The modern distribution environment differs substantially from the conditions of this exemption. Instead of small number of free broadcast networks, the NFL now licenses games simultaneously to subscription streaming platforms. And this is why I'm tackling this, why they're tackling this. As chair, I urge the DOJ to examine the Sports Broadcasting Act. Okay. These kind of little things matter. Obviously, this is something that NFL fans should cheer for. The NFL fans tend to hate the NFL and its leadership. Its leadership has wrought some really embarrassing moments, and quite frankly, has not been good for the league itself at all. People are celebrating online and declaring this a massive victory for NFL.
A source familiar with the investigations confirmed
fans.
that to NBC News. We understand that federal officials are looking into whether the league is forcing its fans to overpay in subscription fees to watch games. Now, football used to be available on broadcast TV, but now the games, they're spread over multiple platforms that often require payment to access. This is all coming just 1 month after Republican Senator Mike Lee wrote a letter saying football fans had to spend nearly $1,000 on cable and streaming services to watch every game.
Way to go. Way to go, Mike Lee. Corporation profiteering with congressionally granted antitrust exemption. Glad this is being addressed. The internet, again, is celebrating this. Nobody likes the NFL. The probe centers on how the NFL games are distributed and how they're greedy and they're stealing from their fans. The NFL has a limited antitrust exemption that is in danger of repeal. Ooh, Department of Justice coming down hard on the NFL. Every streaming service needed to watch every NFL game. Look at this. So this is what you need in order to watch the NFL today. And the NFL is making a killing on this. Currently costs $2,500 to watch every NFL game. You know, that's a lot less than NFL tickets, depending on the game that you want to go to. Look at that. There you go. Should the FCC be investigating the NFL for the profanity that was used during the Super Bowl halftime show? I mean, still, I think a great question. Just because it was in Spanish doesn't mean the obscenity, indecency, and profanity laws don't apply here. Amazing. Apple Music. Super Bowl halftime show was pure smut, brazenly aired on national television for every American family to witness. Children were forced to endure explicit displays of gay sexual acts, women gyrating, and Bad Bunny shamelessly grabbing his crotch while dry humping on air. Great job, NFL. Really, really great. Stellar moment for the kids, for the Bad Bunny performance. Way to go, NFL. GOP lawmakers call for probe to indecent Bad Bunny halftime show. I mean, at this point, they're going to just hire Kid Rock for next year's halftime show. That will be the cultural victory. The cultural victory will be to have a full country music halftime show. That will be it. Okay, with Dolly Parton right in the middle. That will be it. That will be how you know we've actually won, chat. Anyway, you love to see it. The NFL is complete and total trash. I hate the NFL. So put the screws to them. It's your boy Benny. See ya.